people, whatever people are doing, that they start falling into deep grammar. They start thinking that if we have a lot of knowledge about grammar, so only then we can speak good English. So they don't do practice. They start working on the grammar only. So that's how they would not be able to do practice, and they start wasting their time. So that's why I would say that we should work only 3 or 4 concepts of the grammar, and apart from that, we should concentrate only on practicing part.
Okay, so you are saying only few knowledge we must have from the grammar, and otherwise we even must do the practice, right? So in terms of topic, if I talk about the topic, so what kind of topic we must do in the grammar, like
Mm,
some
tenses,
topics are there. Tenses,
tenses,
all tenses. Okay.
preposition, modals, and if you
Okay.
want to take so determinants also,
Okay. Okay. So
because we
these kind
don't
of
want.
knowledge, if we are not yeah, obviously you are saying correct, that we are not learning about the subject, we are learning about the language. So these kind of basic things, if we are doing, or if we are completing about the grammar, so these are enough, and then we can speak this English language easily, whatever knowledge we have. And then we must construct the sentences into our mind, and then we must start speaking, right, with any kind of people. And we do not afraid from the people, because they are also the human being with whom you are talking, right?
Right,
And if they are going to they are going to laugh on your broken sentences, on your broken English, and let them laugh. But we must focus on speaking, that if we are speaking wrong here, so from the wrong sentences, from the wrong sentences, we will speak correct sentences as well one day, right?
right.
So uh, okay, one another thing is there. What do you think that we should think in Hindi sentences first and then convert into English, or directly we should start thinking in English sentences? What is your opinion?
So, sir, if I talk about translation, so we should not translate first of all, because if we start translating words to words, so we will get stuck into translating. So we cannot work on our fluency, and we cannot make correct sentence. So we will start using filler words, basically like this. So that's how we start. We should start thinking in English only. So we must focus on expression or style, because English is all about expression and style. I mean, we should not translate first of all. We should just observe
Hmm.
that how people are speaking, and what kind of phrasal words they are using, what kind of vocabulary they are using, and what is, I mean, what is the method of their using. We should just observe the content only. So we should not fall into translating
Yeah.
words to words.
So basically, it means that the people think that first of all we need to complete grammar first, and then we are going to speak English. That this is the wrong way they think, right? Basic
According to
few
me,
things are
because
there. Yeah, according to you, in your opinion, and it is my opinion as well. If I talk about that in the grammar, what we need to complete first, and so I will speak that the present tense, and past means past indefinite, past continuous, and the future, one future indefinite is enough, and some auxiliary words like can, should. These are the enough, no, these are the enough knowledge if we are having from the grammar, so we
should,
can just
could,
start. Yeah,
can,
we can
might.
just start, right? So we can just make the sentences very easily, and then we can understand also. Okay, now let's talk about that if we are not good in listening, what we should do, in your opinion. What do you think?
Obviously, shall we should make a habit of listening first, because listening is most important into this journey. Because if we have this habit where we are listening English content, So only then we can indulge into this language, because when we start listening anything, so we can work easily on anything. It's just not about English language, and I'm just telling you about each and everything, whatever we want to learn. So first of all, we should do practice, and we should become a good listener. Because if we become good listener, so after that we can become good speaker. So everything depends
Right.
on listening only. Because I mean, we are perfect at our mother tongue. So how did we learn our mother tongue? Only by listening or by speaking only. We start listening. Our parents, our grandparents, and our neighbor, our relatives. We used to listen to everyone around us. So that's how we start speaking Hindi language. So same thing goes to about English language. The more we listen, the better we become into this language. So I would say that we should
Right.
listen as much as we can. We
Right.
should listen. We should listen for 1 hour, and we should do practice around 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So I think that is enough.
So what kind of content we should listen to improve our listening power?
So, sir, according to me, we should initially we should listen basic content only. Like we have a lot of broadcast on the YouTube, and we have a lot of basic conversation, interviews, videos, broadcast, and the daily routine. So this kind of stuff we should listen on the regular basis.
Okay. Now the next question comes. So many beginner they ask me regarding the comment section. In my comment section, they ask that, sir, uh, whenever I just speak English, so between the conversation, I just get stuck and words do not come in my mind. So what should I do? So what do you think that from the beginner? So what is your advice to them? They
Sir,
should do.
obviously, if we have, I mean to say that we should knowledge about vocabulary also. So
Mhm.
if we have knowledge about vocabulary, so we will not get stuck. Because what happens is that we start speaking and we don't have vocabulary in our mind. So sometimes we start falling short of words, and we don't have words, and we start speaking in front of the people. And um, that's why we just get stuck, because words don't come to the mind, and whatever we are speaking, so we don't get the right words, so that we can express our thoughts and use whatever we have in our mind. So I would say that we should work on our vocabulary also. And according to me, we should learn 5 vocabulary in a day. So if we start learning 5 vocabulary in a day, so in 1 month uh, we can get a lot of vocabulary. So that's how we will not fall short of words. So we can speak fluently.
So from what the content means, what kind of material we should the beginner should learn or read, from where he or she can get the vocabulary, new words.
Um, we can learn from books, and we can learn from videos on the YouTube. There are a lot of vocabulary videos, so we can watch that kind of videos, and we can order any kind of books. So if we have books, and if we have content, so definitely we can work on our vocabulary also. And we can watch English videos on the YouTube. Because at this time I'm watching Friend web series, and in that web series they are using very knowledgeable and very understandable content in their web series. So their concept of video, I mean the concept of that video is completely understandable. So I can understand very easily. And if I'm coming across new words or fancy words, so I just go for Google Translate, and I just get to know from there about new words. So that's
Okay,
how I can understand. Um, I mean, where we used to that word. So that's how we can work on our vocabulary by video, by newspaper, by vocabulary books. We have a lot of ways to improve our vocabulary.
right. Okay. So, brother, one more thing is there. Uh, like what is the importance of writing? What do you think that if we are learning English, so the writing plays an important role in speaking or not?
Sir, if I talk about writing, so I also don't work writing. Believe me, honestly speaking with you, that
Yeah.
if I start writing anything, so I just start feeling lazy, and I just put my notebook down and I started watching videos. But I'm not
Yeah.
comfortable writing anything. I'm comfortable watching everything. So
Mm,
I don't know
mm.
about it whether we should work on writing or not.
But it works. I'm telling you, it works. Why? I'm not, I'm also lazy in writing. I don't want to do any kind of writing work. But yes, it works because in my initial days of learning how to speak, if I talk about, so in the beginning stage, what I used to do, I just used to write the sentences, 10 sentences, 20 sentences about any topic which I have selected. Like suppose when the topic is there and I have selected this, so in the beginning, in the beginning stage I'm talking about. So this is very important to write as well because words do not come directly in my mind or not. I'm not talking about myself. The words do not come in the beginner's mind automatically. So what they should do whenever we are writing something, so we have time, right? We have time to think. So whenever we are just writing any topic, so we just increase our thinking power. We are going to increase our thinking power at that point of time. So writing is very important as well. And if I talk about the direct English speaking, so we do not have the time to think directly. We have to answer the people questions. So it will also work if we are going to write something. And I have my own experience. That's why I'm saying to you that writing plays a very important role. We should do, if we are not in the habit of writing, but we should do little bit. I also used to do, but now I am not doing. I know very well that I am not doing, but I feel that I can do, I can write anything, any topic, and I can speak instantly or on any kind of topic right now. So that's why I do not write. But otherwise, the people who are not comfortable that much to speak fluently or not, I'm not saying the instantly. So they should start writing as well. This is my opinion of if the people think what the beneficial
Everyone
are there, they can do.
likes.
Yeah, this is my opinion. That's why I'm sharing. Okay, so have you got any doubt or any kind of questions you want to ask me?
So, sir, I would like
Because
to ask, I would like to say you one thing that few months back I joined an English institute. So, in that institute,
okay,
I used to work and I used to work for just 3 months constantly. So, teacher in
okay,
that institute always used to ask me that write this, write that, and they never ask us to speak English with the people because at this time we have a lot of session going on the YouTube. So they are doing group discussion, they are doing debates, and they are doing speaking. They are working on the speaking parts. So in that institute, teacher in that institute never ask us to speak in front of the people and do group discussion and make the conversation make the conversation with your colleagues. So this kind of
yeah.
thing they never used to ask us. So as if you mentioned, like if we are writing, so definitely it's going to work. So I also used to write a lot of things in that institute. So it did not work for me. So how's it working for you writing? Writing, how is
I'm
working?
telling you, I'm telling you. When I joined my coaching center or institute where I have learned the English, so you are saying that only writing work you are doing or you used to do in your coaching center, right? They never told you that you have to speak English. It is very important. But in my case, when I was learning English, so there my teacher never told me that you should not speak, you should write only. I used to speak a lot. This is the difference between. your coaching center and where I have learned. Because speaking is must. Absolutely, you are 100% right that if we are not going to speak, so how it is possible that we will be able to speak this English language? Because we are learning this English language for speaking sake,
Right.
right? So writing always it is not gonna work if I'm going to write only. Speaking we have to do at the same time as well as. But so this is the mistake you were doing in that coaching center where you were going. So this was you were mistaken at that point of time, or you were not mistaken. The teacher who told you that only writing is it is going to be working. But so that's the problem. I'm not saying that your teacher is wrong or the method is wrong, but yes, the method which they were using to teach the students how to speak, that is, in my opinion, was something wrong.
Right.
Because speaking is very must. Okay, let's take another example. Suppose we are going to drink water, and the water is there, and I have gone there, I have reached there, and I am not drinking it. I am just saying, or you are saying me only that you sit there, and you will not be feeling any kind of thirstiness. So how it is possible? I have to drink that water if I am thirsty. So if you want to learn English, if you want to learn how to speak English, you have to speak English, right?
Definitely.
This is the difference between these. You were having some kind of mistakes.
Yeah, because sir,
Yeah,
if we are going to speak, so only then we can work our speaking skills. Because if we are doing writing and if we keep on writing only in our notebook, so that's how we are working. We are going to work on our writing skill, not to speaking skills.
right,
So that's why
right,
you are
right,
saying
right.
right,
So these are the four aspects. Four aspects you know very well: listening, writing, speaking, and what is
writing,
listening, writing,
reading.
speaking, and reading. Yeah. So these different four things plays the different role, right? The writing improves your writing, thinking process as well. Listening will improve your listening power, and speaking will improve your speaking power. So these plays the different roles. We cannot connect. We can connect with each other, but in writing, if I am going to say that speaking will improve, no, this is not right.
Right.
This is this is the difference between uh, these four aspects which we are learning. But yes, combination, if I talk about these these combination will give you the perfect example of speaking. If you
So
are
sir,
writing,
how
yeah,
do you practice? How do you
I
practice?
I just now now I
Yeah.
just go to school and I teach there English. So my practice is going on there with my students. I always
So
speak English
you
at that.
students,
Yeah,
you are teaching to students.
yeah, in
Oh.
school. In
So how
school,
long
I'm
have you
just
been
teaching.
learning this language?
I, you know, in 2012, I started to learn this English language, and I had been practicing with this English language for 3 years, basically, till
You have been doing practice
2015.
from past 3 years.
No, in 2012, I started to learn. Till 2015, I have been in practice, right? I had been in practice till 2015, but after that I left because of some reasons, and I started my own business which was related to tour and travels. So I was running there, but in coronavirus pathetic pandemic situation was going on, so I left, and my all business was destroyed. So that's how before 3 years I shifted in my village, and then I just started to do some different works. But now if I talk about my last year, I have been teaching in this school for last for 1 year. So I have been in my practice for 1 year, you can say continuously. But
Okay,
yes,
so
before
this one
before
year you
10
have been
years,
doing with your
yeah,
students. Okay, so you are teaching to them, and that's how
yeah,
you are working on your practicing.
yeah.
And apart
And
from that, you don't do anything.
yes, obviously, I just listen podcast. I'm not saying that I'm not doing any kind of practice. I just listen podcast and I listen English content just because whenever I'm just going to listen some kind of English things, basically you need to surround yourself with English. If you will surround yourself with English, so definitely your English will improve and you will be more comfortable and you will be having more confidence to speak this English language and writing, listening, speaking, and reading as well. Yes, I read English newspaper, and if I
Okay.
talk about in
By
my yes, if I
many different vocabulary.
yeah, if I talk about my starting days, so I just used to buy the newspaper from junk dealer, only 5 rupees, 10 rupees, old, because I need to read, I right. So old newspaper I used to buy and just used to read, and then when I just used to complete all these things, and then again I would go to the junk dealer and I sold it. So
So I
that's
think I
how
also
I used to do. Yeah, English newspaper you should do, because in English newspaper if you are going to read, so different kind of vocabularies you will find out there, and which are current in news, which are current in news. Basically you are in current, you will be get connected in current affairs, and the
right.
new vocabularies you will find out. And if I talk about if you are facing so many problems, which and from the beginning I'm saying to you, just find out the little words, not go through the difficult words, but after reading, then you have to search what is the meaning of this in between, like what the beginner do, the mistakes whenever they are reading. So if they find the new word, so between the reading they just search that word, what is the meaning of this, so the reading practice stops, right?
Right.
So between the reading we do not do, and we cannot do. But after reading, after completing, just sign out, just mark this the word which you are thinking that this is new for me, and then after reading, then I will search this. So that's how you can just improve your vocabulary. And you just not you should not do that only you are searching and you are finding that words and you are not using them. Then you should use as well in your speaking, in your sentences. So that's the main thing, so that you can improve your vocabularies.
Because if we are learning new vocabulary on the regular basis, and if we are not implementing those vocabulary in our conversation, so
Right,
we would not be able to keep them in our mind for a long period of time. We will forget immediately.
obviously, obviously. So that is the main thing we should do. And apart from that, I just shoot my YouTube videos, and
Yeah.
last time I uploaded the vlog as well. So different creativity I do always, so that I just get connected with this English language and I just practice my English language.
Yeah, I saw many video of yours on your YouTube channel, and
Yeah, so whenever I just do the story on Instagram, so I see that how many people they have watched my story. So among them, I just find you, so that I noticed that you have been watching my videos also.
I watch your story and I watch your video regularly on YouTube, on Instagram, because I take a lot of helps. from this kind of videos, because we get to learn a lot of things, because if we are watching videos and if we are watching broadcast,
Yeah,
because
content obviously.
that's how we are going to work on our listening skills.
And
So
I just enjoy my English. I don't care that what kind of English I'm speaking and people will understand my English or not. But yes, I just enjoy my English always. Just because I don't think about the people, I don't care, right? I just do my work. And if I'm doing my work from my heart, that gives me the happiness, and I'm okay with that. I don't care about the people what they will think about me. Last in my vlog, if I talk about and rural areas, you know very well that what kind of thinking they are having, right? So the village people were passing me when I was shooting the vlog. So they were having fun, but they cannot tell anything to me because they have no guts because I was speaking English at that moment. So
right,
they just think that what he is doing, but and then they went. So I'm just enjoying my English with myself. Nobody is there, no matter. I just practice myself with my English, right? So this is the way everyone should do like this. Just enjoy your English. Do not burden yourself on your mind that we are learning something different. Yes, obviously we are learning something different. So many hurdles, so many problems we are going to face, and we should get ready for that, right? We
right.
should get ready for that because whenever we are going to chase these problems, then after chasing these problems we will get the goal whatever we have targeted, right? So this is the way I think that we must do so that we can improve our English. One more thing is there. What people do? People just watch so many videos on YouTube, so many videos. This video is important, this video is important, this video is important, but they do not try to speak whatever they have learned by these videos.
They are
So
just
they
watching
do
only.
not take the steps. Yes, they do not take the steps. So this is the wrong thing. If you are listening, so that you are listening only. You are increasing your listening power. That's it. You are not going to speak this English language. So we should take the steps, and we do not fear. We have to first of all we have to win our fear. If we will win our fear, then we will speak. And do not think about the people. The people will okay. You tell me, if you will learn this English language, people will also say something. If you are not going to learn this English language, people will also speak at that moment. So what is the benefit to think about the people? No benefit is there, right? we
Right.
should we should target. And when I was learning English and I used to come in my village, so what people do, what do you think? They did not used to laugh at me. They used to laugh, oh अंग्रेज बन रहा है, oh तू ही सीखेगा English. These kind of words I heard in my life as well, but I
I
neglect
also.
these people. I neglect these peoples. And uh, I knew very well that whenever I will be fluent in English, so then I will show these people that who am I. And now if I talk about my village people, they used to speak that, oh, you will be Angrez, right, one day. What kind of English you are speaking?
I
अंग्रेजी बन के
also
दिखा रहा है
speak
यहाँ. Yeah,
English.
right. So now they do not come to me. They don't want to come to me because they know very well that he can speak English fluently or maybe not. I'm not saying that I'm fluent in English, but yes, English can be followed by me easily. So they do not come to me. They
It
have
takes time.
understood. Yeah, it takes time. This is the very big deal. And see, I you can speak English, I can speak English. But if we talk about the Chinese, if we talk about the Urdu, uh, Urdu also you can speak, I know. But yes, if I talk about the uh, Marathi language, Tamil language, can you speak? No. I can speak, no. Why? So it means I'm not that capable that I'm not not intelligent. Not I can not do anything. I can do, but it means that I have not learned that. If I'm learning, so definitely one day I will learn. This is the
Obviously.
criteria this is the criteria. This is this kind of mentality the people have. If we are doing something different, so they will also laugh. And every time they will laugh. We cannot change these people. We have to change ourselves. This is the main funda if we are doing something different.
Yeah, you are absolutely right because I'm not talking about real life. Because when I was doing my schooling and I was in 10th or I think in 12th standard, so I also thought that I should speak English and I should speak some sentences in front of the people, in front of the teachers. So you know what happened? I mean, I have a lot of classmates who used to pass comments on me that why are you trying to become Angrez and stop becoming